Have you been practicing meditation, but you're just not seeing the results you hoped for? Well, I know exactly how that feels because for the first year that I started practicing meditation, I had no idea what I was doing and I was really lost until I attended a meditation program and truly understood what meditation was. So, if you're trying to make your meditation practice work and you're struggling, then this video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, all about meditation, mindfulness, and every now and then we talk about a little bit of manifestation magic. If you want to know more about meditation, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. My name is Rebecca. I'm a mindfulness meditation coach, and I teach people how to meditate properly so they can get the benefits that they're looking for. Also, so they can understand how to make meditation work for them. I've been practicing for over 10 years now and have led over 1,000 private meditation sessions. So let's just say I know what works, and we're going to be talking about the top 3 reasons why your meditation practice isn't working and how to get it right. Because once meditation works for you, the benefits are amazing. I can't explain what it feels like to have a spacious, clear mind, how it feels to feel relaxed for the majority of your day and at peace, and really just feel in tune with what you're thinking and how you're feeling. To be really aware of what's happening on the inside of you. It's just transformative to truly understand yourself, and that's what meditation is about. Not only does it help you connect to yourself and understand yourself, but it also frees up a lot of space in your mind, and it keeps you in a responsive state versus reactive. So even if things go wrong, you don't freak out or have a strong reaction. You're more calm, cool, and centered. So there's so many benefits that come with practicing meditation. So let's get into the first reason why your meditation practice isn't working. And that's probably because you don't really know what you're doing. And I'll be the first to admit, when I first started practicing meditation, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was trying different Buddhist mantras, and I didn't really get how mantras work or what they do. And Om Mani Padme Hum, maybe you're familiar with this, but I was there with my malas counting beads and just chanting these mantras, and I didn't really get it. And then I was staring at a candle and meditating. At least that's what I thought I was doing. I didn't really understand what meditation was. And the reason why I even started practicing on my own, initially I had applied to a meditation program because I kind of knew at that point in my life, just to rewind for a minute, I was practicing yoga like 4 to 5 times a week, and I had already been practicing for 7 years, and I had been getting some glimpses of meditation practice in the yoga classes. And I felt like, oh, this is something I want to explore. Parallel to that, I was at a point in my life where I felt disconnected from myself, and that I didn't like the work that I was doing, and I didn't really feel like I fully loved my life. Yes, I was living in New York City, and I was enjoying this lifestyle and all that New York has to offer, but I really didn't have this deeper feeling of fulfillment and satisfaction in life. I felt like there was something missing, and I needed to get to the bottom of it, and I felt like meditation was going to give me answers. So I applied to a meditation program. They said, hey, you need to meditate a little bit on your own because this is like a really strong focus on meditation in this program. And it was. So I tried a few things on my own for 1 year. I applied again and they said yes. Then at that point, I really found out what meditation was. I wasn't one of those people who thought like with meditation, it was to clear your mind. I really wanted to try meditation because I wanted to understand who I was and what I was doing in this world. Because at that point in my life, I didn't feel like I knew who I was. I knew there was something off, and I needed answers and clarity, and I felt like meditation was going to do that. So yeah, I went to YouTube, I was staring at candles, I was chanting Buddhist mantras. I even went to a conference when I was living in New York City, and I was in this hall with a picture of this Indian guru, and we were just sitting there meditating, looking at a candle, and it just felt very not what I was looking for. And it wasn't until I went to my meditation program that I received meditation tools or tips, like practicing with different mudras, which I have a video about mudra that you could watch before this one. And also, we learned about inner points of awareness. I made another YouTube about this. I'll link it below as well for you to watch. But these tools really help you improve your focus and concentration in meditation, because when you first sit down and close your eyes, it could be overwhelming. And these meditation tools, mudras, and inner points of awareness, are going to help you improve focus and concentration. So, probably your meditation practice is not working because you don't know what you're doing. And that's very normal for the beginner practitioner. That was me for 1 year. And there's also a benefit in that beginning point of your journey, trying different things and seeing what feels right for you and what doesn't. So the best solution here to fix not knowing what you're doing in your meditation practice is going to be to sign up for a program. I think it's very obvious that we need teachers and guides or coaches in life to help us understand a new skill that we want to learn. And meditation, I would highly recommend that you attend a program or obviously work with a coach, someone like myself or someone that you resonate with and really like. But it wasn't until I attended a program that I really understood meditation, how to properly practice. The program lasted for 1 month, so we were meditating every day together for 1 hour. You have lots of different experiences as a beginner in meditation, so it was really useful for me to have a teacher there and be able to talk to my teacher about the different experiences. So that was really meaningful in the beginning of my journey, because again, didn't know what I was doing for almost 1 year. I went to the program. I learned how to properly sit. I learned different meditation tools, and it really gave me the best foundation for a meditation practice. So work with a teacher or attend a meditation program for sure. And also, you need to get a structured meditation practice, and you have to practice that structure consistently to really understand it, because your practice is going to evolve, a change, and over time. So that's going to lead me to the second reason why your meditation practice isn't working, and it's probably because you're not consistent. You have to be consistent in your meditation practice in order for it to work. I'm not going to be one of these strict teachers to tell you have to meditate every day, but in the beginning, it is very important to meditate consistently. And I want to say more meditation in the beginning is better for the beginner. So if you could meditate every day, do that. I started meditating every day for 30 days in the program. And then after that, I was a nomad for 3 years. So I was traveling, and I would meditate maybe 2 days for 1 week on my own. And then the next week, maybe 3 days. And then for 1 day. It was very irregular. But I managed to stay consistent, meaning every week I showed up for my practice. And over time, that consistency built up this momentum and energy of presence within me. So I've been practicing meditation for 10 years now, a long time. And I will say that when I sit down in meditation, it feels almost the same as when I'm not meditating. So I've built up enough presence within myself to be aware and in tune how I'm feeling, thinking, what's happening on the inside, but also aware of my surroundings. Now, am I perfect? No, absolutely not. And we're not aiming for perfection here, but we are aiming for the majority of your time for you to be feeling present and in tune with yourself. This is the goal. And now I would say paying attention or mindfulness has really become a part of my everyday life. It's not like I need to sit down to cultivate presence. I do little things throughout the day and little mindful acts of paying attention throughout the day that really allow presence to stay with me. And I would say for the advanced meditator, I mean, again, it really depends on what your goals are. When I first started, I thought I wanted to sit in meditation for 4 hours. Like, I thought that would be the height of my practice. But now I'm like, it's not really necessary. I started meditating so I could understand myself and feel more connected to myself and tune with myself. I wanted to find a career I love. ultimately that ended up being meditation. So, yeah, once I got those things, I had this like in tuneness with myself, and that's what I was looking for. Because I will also say, too, I was making choices in my life that really didn't align with who I was, my deeper self, and what I wanted in life. So now I do things to keep this presence with me, and I still practice meditation in different ways. So, yes, but in order for you to get the benefits that you're looking for, you have to be consistent. That's a must. And again, I don't care if you meditate once a week, 3 times a week, as long as you're meditating regularly, that's the most important. Now, if you want to get the best results, more meditation in the beginning and stay regular. And when I say more meditation, if you could meditate 4 to 5 times a week, great. Obviously, if you could meditate every day and that feels good for you, do it. And then over time, if 2 to 3 days feel okay for you, then do that. It takes a long time of being consistent for these benefits to really come through and become more permanent. Because this is a practice of creating new habits and this kind of new present energy that you're cultivating in life. So it's really important. And then at some point, like I said, now I feel very present and in tune with myself and what's happening, and that feels good for me. I would say this is more of like the advanced experience of meditation. So reason number 3 why your meditation practice is not working is because you probably haven't found a meditation practice that resonates with you or that you actually like. I tried so many meditations in the beginning. I tried mantra meditation, which was nice. That was lovely. I tried Kriya Yoga meditation, which was also great, but I felt like it was too complicated and technical for me to continue as an everyday practice. Maybe for others it's fine, but I just wanted something more simple. I tried transcendental meditation. I didn't really like this or resonate. And the one that I really loved at the end of it all is mindfulness meditation. This for me feels like the perfect beginner practice. And if you're still looking for a meditation practice, I would say try mindfulness meditation. And if you have tried mindfulness meditation and it didn't work, then I want to encourage you to find a program to properly teach you how to practice. You really want to find a practice that feels good for you, because this will keep you coming back to your practice. You have to like it. Now, you still may feel some resistance to sitting in stillness and silence, and that's okay. You work with that. Let that resistance be there and still do your meditation, but at the end of it, you have to like the practice that you're doing. And yes, the reason why I like mindfulness meditation so much is because I think it's really simple and easy. I also combine it with 2 manifestation practices, which I think is the most beautiful thing. And it's a very simple and easy sequence. And I like the fact that with mindfulness meditation, you're remaining a neutral observer and you're noticing the things within yourself. And to really be able to watch and observe these things within yourself is really going to give you insight into your thinking patterns, into how you're feeling. It's going to allow you to get to know the deeper aspects of yourself that maybe you're not in contact with because you're going about your day, you're doing lots of different things. But really, meditation is this act of pausing, coming into stillness, and observing what's there. And you will learn about yourself. This is really why I love mindfulness meditation, is because you will learn so much about yourself. This is what I wanted, and this is what I was looking for. Now I practice mindfulness meditation, and it's also what I teach. And I think it's simple and easy and effective. And really at the heart of my program and working with clients, I like to focus on what's simple, easy, and effective. And for the beginner, this is perfect. And even for someone who wants to keep a sustainable practice over the long run and just keep it easy, I think mindfulness meditation is perfect. So these were 3 of the reasons why your meditation practice is not working. 1, you don't know what you're doing and how to properly practice. So I want to encourage you to get clear on like why it is that you want to meditate, and look for meditations that connect to your goal. Also, too, once you find the meditation that connects to your goal, like why you want to practice meditation, I want to say if you try it on your own and it doesn't work, then go to a program or work with a teacher. That's if you really want to. One thing that really broke my heart is one time I met this man who was practicing meditation for 20 years. And I was like, oh, so what have you learned about yourself? And he's like, well, I kind of just zone out when I go into meditation. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, no, this guy, he's not even learning anything about himself. And zoning out, meditation is an act of zoning in and getting really in tune and in touch with yourself. So attend a program if you don't know what you're doing. That's what I want to say. The second thing you have to do is be consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not going to get the results. We need to build up this habit of presence within yourself, and you're only going to do that by regularly showing up for your practice. The third thing you need to do is find a practice that works for you. So, this is where you're going to explore different meditations, see what feels right and what really feels good for you. Of course, I'm going to encourage you to practice mindfulness meditation because it's the practice I love and that has worked for me. And it's one that I could practice for the rest of my lifetime. So, those are my thoughts for today. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments. Hit that like button and let me know that this video was meaningful for you. And of course, if you have any questions or you want one-to-one coaching, please reach out to me and let me know. I love teaching meditation and helping others understand how this practice could work for them. So that's it for today, and I will see you next time. Stay present.